Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning into the Financial Investor channel. My name is Brent, and today we're going to be talking about our weekly recap for February 19th through the 23rd. So we're going to be covering some news that will be posted over on Facebook, talking about some S&P 500, Dow Jones stocks, some winners and losers. And let's go ahead and begin there. So over here on Facebook, we talked about Walmart. They released their earnings. Didn't do so hot over on the online retail market. Fell down by 10%. Continue to fall down roughly, I believe, 2%. Around 2% more. This is one I did look at kind of earlier this week. They bottomed out around 91.50 at a point. I believe it was around 91.50. They actually broke below 91.50 for a while. But that would have been a great. I was just watching the stock and I was, thinking to myself, should I buy it? Should I not buy it? I didn't end up picking up any Walmart. My wife does have Walmart in her portfolio. That did take a bit of a plunge within her portfolio. Walmart itself is a great long-term buy and hold. You can see over the last year alone, they were up 46% before the correction. They're still up 30% over the last year, and up roughly 30% over the last 5 years. So not a lot of growth, but they do have a very nice dividend yield right now just because of how they've been trading. Now, the second stock that we've been talking about is Amazon, and they begin to white label using a company called Perrigo, it's ticker symbol PRGO, to begin selling some of the over-counter health products. So this could be a good stock to watch. It's up only about 4% over the last year. So I was kind of checking this one out earlier. It is up roughly 5% over the last year. Over the last 5 years, it's down 20%, somewhere around there. Yeah, 22% over the last 5 years. But you can see here they did begin to pick up since April 2017. So as Amazon begins to buy from them, kind of similar to how Apple buys their semiconductors from Micron or Hucom and such like that, some semiconductors, it's going to be increasing those companies' bottom line. So this could be one potential one that you buy and hold for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 next 5 or so years, and you could see some great potential for it. Very interesting. It's a couple of videos that we released this week. Talk about M1 Finance, what happens when you add, remove, rebalance your stock portfolio, if you change the percentage allocations and such, what goes on here. We talked about 6 stocks with ex dividends next week. We screened about 40 stocks, removed the ones with PEs over 25, yields less than 2%, and then we were left with 6 of them, and then we kind of screened those, making sure that these had increasing revenues, net income over the last 10 years, and then 4 of these have been paying out dividends for more than 10 years. So great picks there. Friday we released our video with crypto, talking a little bit about mining, how I mined Bitcoin, how much we made in about 19 hours when it was $9,000. So when it was $9,000, if you mined Bitcoin for roughly a day, you would make so much amount. We talked about the math there. So little video there. And then we also made our mimicry of the Essential 40. Just talk about 40 stocks that are essential to life. This is one that we've covered in a past video. And it's basically a variety of different sectors. I believe it has all 7. So we have technology, some industrial, some energy, financials in there, JP Morgan's in there, Intel, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Chevron, Exxon, AT&T, Verizon. They were all in there, General Electric. So there was a wide variety of stocks. We came up with 39 of our very similar ones, and then we kind of added one in there. So this just allows you to build an ETF using M1 Finance that is free, partial shares, no fees, no expense ratio, and you're taking control of your entire portfolio. Had a little snippet here talking about a tax refund. If you guys got a tax refund this year, that means that you're paying the government way too much, and that you're essentially giving them a loan with your money until tax season, where you're not making any interest on it. So we're gonna have a discussion whether you guys think it's better to have a tax refund or end up having to pay the government a little bit back in taxes because you didn't have them remove as much from your paycheck each week, or every other week. So little discussion there we'll have. Now, talking about the markets here, great rally at the end of Friday. Now, we didn't have a lot of movement this week. A lot of the indexes here, S&P 500, the Dow Jones, Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, not so hot. Down a percentage there on the S&P 500, down about a percentage and a half on the Dow Jones, mainly due to Target and a few others. But then towards the end of the week, they did recover. Friday, rallying up. Anything that they made Thursday, it seemed to diminish towards the end of the day. Thursday there, not a whole lot. So Friday, both ended positive. S&P 500 up 0.55, year to date 2.76. Dow Jones up 0.36 and up 2.39 for the year. The NASDAQ is still the winner. While they were negative 3 out of the 4 days this week, they ended up very positive with an increase of 1.35% this week. Year to date up 6.29%. So very, very good right there. Now, some winners and losers today that I were tracking was HP and Micron. These are two good stocks. I believe they're in the S&P 500 is where I was taking a look at. I own one of the indexes here that tracks the S&P 500. So some of the winners today were Hewlett Packard. This is one that's not really mentioned very often. So they reported some good growth on their servers and networking units. Being in the infrastructure department myself, we switched ourselves from using Dell to HP servers. We're replacing a lot of our SANs, and we're coming up. And when we open up new places, we always install some new servers. So very interesting news there. We also had a few others: Nordstrom, Advanced Auto Parts, Vertex Pharmaceuticals, Micron Technologies up 5.15%. I believe the Financial Education Channel, it tracks that one. I believe that's the one that's in his portfolio, or he had talked about a little bit. Today's top losers: General Mills, down 3.55%. They bought a company called Buff Blue. It's dog food, but their stock ended right around the day at $40. Very nice increase. If we look them up here, Buff Blue. I don't know what the ticker symbol is for this. Is just boy, that's not going to give us. There we go. 40, yeah, up 17.23%. So GIS, General Mills, bought them for $40 a share. That's where they ended in the day. That caused their stock itself to fall. Mainly, could be due to the investors not being very, a lot of food companies, they own dog food and such. So that could be one there. Hormel Foods down 1%. I believe that one's inside my portfolio. Scanacorp, Envision Healthcare, and a few others. So pretty good there. Now over in the Dow Jones, they had a lot of good winners. Dow Jones had Intel, Microsoft, CAT, Cisco, great names there. So Intel up 4.21%, Microsoft up 2.55%, Chevron. Energy sector has been on fire. Technology sector doing great, financial doing great. A lot of these sectors have been recovering very well. So Intel up 4, yeah, we've already covered that. Cisco 2.47, Caterpillar up 2.23. Today's losers: United Technologies Corp and such. So there were a few others. As you know, one of the other ones I was taking a look at were gun stocks. So AOBC, which is, I don't think they're Smith and Wesson. I think it's. Let's take a look here. American Outdoors. I forgot what the ticker symbol is for Smith and Wesson, but they don't sell underneath the ticker symbol like S and W. But I forgot what it was. I believe I tracked it in the past. This, with the whole gun debate that's taking place right now, it's across political, it's across media, it's blasted just about everywhere. People are talking about gun control. So a few of the gun stocks that I've been looking at, they have been getting pressured, and this is causing their stock to kind of fall out as people begin to second guess themselves being invested in these stocks. And morality plays a part. These stocks are just taking hit after hit after hit. You can see during the Obama administration, this stock had done very well, but ever since Trump took office back in December here of 2016, this stock 2017, we're in 18, yeah, okay, so yeah, since he took office, it has gone down quite a bit. So just one of the funny nutty things that I've been looking at. Let's see what else was on my list to talk about. JPM up very nicely. If you guys are invested in JP Morgan, they're up 2% today. A few other ones in the financial sector have been doing really well. Goldman Sachs as well, up 2%. Financials, energy, one that's in I track it very closely was Edison International at 4% today, and additionally, 2% yesterday. So this one's been on the up and up, roughly up 5% over the last 2 days. So great moving. Energy itself, financials, technology. If you're in any of those sectors, it's been very positive for you. I believe all the sectors ended up positive at the end of the day anyway. So Friday's rally was broad, with 11 of the S&P sectors finishing in the positive territory. So great movements there. They talked about how the dollar was a little bit stronger by, I believe, like 0.02. Inflation is expected to continue to increase. I don't know if it's in here, but it's, they're expected to increase rates more than they had initially thought, so this could hurt some of the stock prices overall. So that is basically it as far as what I wanted to cover on the stock market recap for this week. Just some of the news. If you guys would like, you guys can pause the video and read through this. I was trying to dart around and take a look at where exactly is the mention of the interest rates beginning to rise here, but I could not find it. That's probably because I was looking in the wrong area, but it could be down here. So inflation is expected to increase in 2018, and the majority of the members believe that a stronger outlook for economic growth raises the likelihood that further gradual policy firming would be appropriate. So just some information here and there. It kind of talks about Walmart, Hewlett Packard Enterprise. So interesting information. If you guys aren't over on Narrow Edge, I do recommend signing up. It's free just to begin using their research platform. I like to take a look at the technical analysis. So over here you can use this, look up a ticker symbol, see some of the as far as what it's being tracked. So if I go look up VU, look at the short term, I can see that there's 6 bullish events and 6 bearish events. And then if I would like, I can take a look at the technical event screener, and this will tell me as far as what events are causing what. So if we enter, where's the search here? There was a filter. Okay, we're not going to dive into there too hard, but I believe there was a search feature within there. But just good overall, good looking in the markets right now. I believe it's very bullish right now, and it'll continue to increase. Right now, everything has been kind of settling within a range, so it does look like it's more on the upside. So going into next week, I do kind of feel that the markets will continue to move up very slowly. I don't expect huge gains. I don't want huge gains because that just means it's going to come back down, because right now it's going up in a range. Tuesday, Wednesday was down, Thursday, Friday was up, Monday, Tuesday could be down. So let's go ahead and see what goes on next week. We have a lot of earnings for the retail sectors next week, so look for that, look forward to that. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed it, remember to like, comment, subscribe. If you guys have been watching any stocks within your portfolio, let me know below. I am interested. If you guys own any of these stocks, you guys did excellent this week. Intel, Microsoft, Chevron, Cisco, these are all great blue chip companies. Caterpillar. So that is it for this video. Subscribe for more financial videos. If there's anything you guys would like to discuss, either real estate, stock market, bonds, IRAs, are going to be making a whole little video on Roth IRAs and IRAs, the differences between them. Very similar to my 401k videos, kind of talk about them. I think it's great to learn about all these because there's so many different investment vehicles. You shouldn't just be using one, you should be using a variety of one to get you where you need to go, what your end goal is. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys subscribe and like the video. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.